Riens is the one that's pushing up.
Curious look for Heretics. My goodness. Well, let's see how this one pans out. Haven't seen Boo on the Fade in quite a while. In fact, doesn't even have that many games on it in total. Autumn has gone down right away. A few assists coming in. The Fade alongside the decay from the Viper wall. And they're looking to push right in towards Heretics' position. Boo, well, he has a tracer, a rough idea of where those players are, but he can't land the shots. Luckily, the rest of the squad is there to cover all bases. A flaw. Boo's gameplay is what I'd normally say, but well, he's not going to be doing that this time around. We heard from Alphier at the end of Stage 2 that he's very bored of playing the same role again and again, and he wants to play everything.
But Boo got Controller of the Year in the EMEA, right?
He got like, yeah, that's true.
Oh, I'm going for Initiator now, lads. I'm going for the Initiator of Champions. Because why bother? Why bother playing the controller anymore when you've already completed it?
Yeah, completed it, mate. Oh. Got 100%.
This round should be very little. Any extra kills would be nice for FPX, and not an awful start. Managing to get those trades. Now, we haven't really talked about it as much, but the thing I love about this attack side triple controller is it means they can actually use that Viper screen for...
Really, the kill was going to go either way, Autumn or himself. It's only about who gets the orb.
On the FPX side, otherwise you're just never going to get a moment. Paranoia is still available for Woot, but does he use it up top? That's the real problem.
Yeah, he does, but he doesn't catch Lysor. It was used too shallow. And I believe Thrash, yeah, it's just now back online. So the chances of this round going the way of Heretics next to none, with Riens desperately trying to escape, but running straight into the waiting hands of Autumn. That is their smoke, destroying their flash and taking a free kill on a player in the air. Now, they're much more cautious of that early aggression. Dizzy to be thrown through. Nobody caught by it. So in goes the wingman for the plant. Almost undeniable, but a potential reveal with the swings out. They hope they can convert a couple of kills, but they are kept in position, whether it be by bullets or utility. There's not much to be done on the side of Team Heretics. Just Woot and Benji left to try and clutch it all. 2 versus 5. The best they can hope for is damage.
Yeah, either that or to go down to the spike. A couple of ultimates getting relatively close. Nice shot from Benji. We know how dangerous he is with this Sheriff. Looking for a little bit more. 3 kills already. Another one comes up for Wu as well. It's now somehow left on to just Berlin. This round was looking all but done. He's been revealed. They know where he is as well. And already sending utility, but it hasn't connected. It doesn't even matter. 2 players survived after what was every single man standing for FPX. Somehow Benji.
I saw 2 players behind. And the fact that he's able to get out of there, reset for a fight later on is huge. The fact that Woot, look, this is Woot playing an Omen. He's 7-3.
I was about to say, going through a snake bite would be an incredible risk in a round where it's not necessary at all.
Especially with things like this now. Orb into a young and almost a double detain. But Thrash is stopped at the last second. Mini Boo up close now. Sheriff in hand, not able to land the shots. Life whizzing right by him as Lysor finds another. Now things are looking to be locked in for FPX. Just a few pistols left, and Benji's not getting away with it this time around.
Yeah, it's still a little bit of the damage.
Not like they want to hold on to this control with their lives when you have the lockdown.
I think also just FPX hadn't gone C. They waited for that showstopper. The utility is Sublime, setting up Life perfectly, but the response from Boo is ridiculous. Opens the door and an oversight, it seems. No one aware of that flank. He might have used the Nightfall. I think that caught everybody, and then they just didn't hear the sound behind them. What a play from the IGL. As said, a role that we did see him play a bit last year, but
absolutely are. Lysor knows that, having already heard the Prowler go around the corner. Try to get himself a foothold inside of Tree. Here's his opportunity. That door's going to open. That's a 1v1. No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, Boo's playing it smart. If he opens the door, he gives him an avenue back into the game, back into the round. Instead, he's going to have to take down 3. Already 1 through the smoke, and the spams came close, but not close enough. There may be a hole in Mini Boo's earphones, but he's still rocking and rolling with most of his HP. FPX, he's waiting for their aggression for sure. Viper's Pit used from the spawn. It gives them a little avenue back through, actually. They'll get very close with a lockdown in play. The players are sent tumbling back in the other direction. They almost have to fight forward for the most part. Boo's ready for them to start with, and Lysor manages to make it out, but denying this defuse could be difficult. They're going to have to find a couple of picks. With the players sneaking in inside the pit, they could already be defusing, and someone needs to get on that to check that they aren't. Pick gets dropped, shots landed by Berlin, put them in a good position. With the wall down, Benji has the line of sight on iYoung and lands the shot to bring it across the line. That was a chaotic round, but I have to say, I like what
of the map. The late rotation, the orb going up is going to be a problem. Miniboo playing up close, still has his nade. They haven't baited out any of this utility, and the push-up from Life might try and sell the idea, but Berlin is just sat within this smoke. Rotation of the spike goes back, but he gets shot. He gets denied. Now they have to go in. They have to push in. And Rians has rotated through, dropped the spike on the ground, but he gets caught. Do they have time is the question. Running in onto the site. I think they've just about got this plant. It's going to be incredibly close and just on the nose.
That's Viper's pit to defend the plant as well. This was down to less than a second, but now the advantage is clearly in favor of
I think if he swings a millisecond later, and you can't really blame him for it. Berlin winning a fight, running through a smoke with Miniboo waiting on the other side, and then killing the second guy. This was his round.
Fishy. I'm not sure about that one, to be honest. And sometimes you'll see, the orb up close like last round. Maybe you can get the value. No, he's going to have to do this dry. That's not an easy task for anybody. Has managed to get close, but the first shot doesn't land. The second does. A chance for a little bit more. He's dropped. But the Bucky isn't. It's recovered.
Hero Bucky.
Boo now has it in his hands. 2 bullets left, and he's out of here. Maybe a chance to reload as well.
Wonderful. He's got the skin for it at least. From the Bucky from this point onwards, Boo does have his ult. So does Miniboo. I don't think they're going to want to commit them here and while with Boo already dead. The Bucky might find another player. It has. Rians has got one, but they're in fact going to invest the Thrash. Just trying to make sure that this round doesn't fall away from them. It's still a 2v2 scenario and not the cleanest from iYoung, but he'll get the job done in the end. Lead taken from FPX, this continuous back and forth that we've seen throughout this map. Come on. Expected to see some spam from Boo instead. Ooh, tries to go through.
30 seconds left.
Oh, Boo's found himself one, and he's safe in the back of the site. Showstopper's good for 2. Miniboo making a mess of this round because that's the spike on the ground, and it looks like it's only going from bad to worse for FPX. Lysor, 1 versus 4. He'll find the first, but 10 seconds, even planting this spike is impossible, and more so now because he's dead. 6-6 at the halftime. It is difficult to separate.
This is a tough position to try and get back from for sure. Rians clearly knows something that we don't because he is fighting. And wow, Autumn, maybe a bit of a nasty surprise for him. It's going to be the push through. Even still, that advantage kept. And waiting to see if there's anybody lurking around the edges of these smokes. In fact, looking like they're going to plant for the link. Instead, though, they're met by iYoung. This round maybe overplayed a little bit and almost caught out with utility in hand. Even still, a 3 versus 5 turned 3 versus 1. Boo has to try and turn it back again. And somehow, after such a death in the last half, it's going to put them in a great spot. Quite a few Sheriffs invested into here for the side of Heretics, clearly believing in the power of the pistol, and I don't really blame them. It seems like Boo's still going to be playing a similar game to what we see from him when he's on the smoke, lurking on that side of the map. And while for Berlin, it's a chance to potentially farm up orbs. It seems like he got a little bit lost there, though. Plant going to be tapped. I don't know if they realize the orbs are still here. And Wu wins that fight as well.
Well, you'd think I would have learned my lesson by now to stop counting Heretics out when they've got pistols in play, but I'll learn one day. FPX still have a chance.
My buddy's up and away.
He's sent far, but I don't think Wingman's going to survive too much longer. Yeah, he doesn't even get it to half. This shot from Life is nice, but they haven't dealt with the player on site. Rians is going out for more. Oh my, what is he doing? What was that? A MasterCard Thrifty in an uncouth style. One day, FPX still have a chance.
My buddy's up and away.
He's sent far, but I don't think Wingman's going to survive too much longer. Yeah, he doesn't even get it to half. This shot from Life is nice, but they haven't dealt with the player on site. Rians is going out for more. Oh my, what is he doing? What was that? A A MasterCard Thrifty in an uncouth style.
Finally, that's it. They broke it. They got a split pistol for once. And well, yeah, look at the economy. It's off the charts now for the side of Heretics. They're in a great place.
Yeah, but this is better than winning the pistol. Yeah, your opponents are down in the dumps, and now you get to play a round where you've been. Oh, hello. Okay, well that's not ideal. Benji's down immediately.
Cover going out.
Having been dropped now, there's I believe it's a rifle recovered by Berlin. Heretics can build up a lot of money because they're only against pistols, but well, they've already lost one, and now there's a rifle in the mix. Things get a little spooky.
Okay. The rifle's now on the ground, and they're going to want to try and retrieve that. Of course, the other side don't know about this. Trying to bait him into an awkward fight, but who's having a great time? Finally, will be put down by Ion. But even still, that time has been ticking, and the rest of the players on Heretics haven't just been sitting there. They've got into advanced positions. This post was looking good, but now they're both trapped into the corner. This could be a huge problem. Autumn's found another, and Wood's got nowhere to go, nowhere to escape. He's going to jump and just about survive, trying to do everything all on his lonesome, but he won't quite be able to. Left completely blind. It doesn't even matter. It will be a Red Bull clutch with the spike ending the round.
A side, it looks like the focus is instead moving towards B. Prowler clears it. They won't waste their paranoia, instead using it much deeper, stopping any re-aggression coming out of heaven. Nade pushes them back there, and the plant should now come in safely in the corner. A foothold for Team Heretics, but Life trying to take advantage of the chaos. He's gone straight in with a blast back and got 2-3, lighting them up. It's Heretics on the back foot. Out of absolutely nowhere, FPX have got control, and they're starting to defuse already. They've got to go running at them to stop this, and there's no stopping what started here. What a round from Life. That is unbelievable.
Don't even done in the last round. It means there's 3 rifles available, and oh, you can already see the amount of space that's already been taken by FPX.
Back and forth we go. The Team Heretics will set the sights on the C side, although Grabwell slowing them slightly. Good damage by Berlin. Those spams are deadly. And even a snake bite kill for Autumn. In comes Thrash. It's caught one, but no one's there to convert on it. Flash used up. Young has to be careful, though. I don't know. Okay, they will convert the kill. And no punish. And then the swing from Boo traded out. 2 versus 1. And they could lock this round in here and now with the showstopper if they wanted to. But just 56 HP.
The real worry was just how much Riens was able to do. It took an ultimate to actually shut him down. He's managed to sneak past pretty much everything. But he would make a mistake. It's arguable that Berlin tried his best, but now the patience might just pay off. Benji looks like he might be about to be greeted. There's still plenty of utility to play with, but he is going to get the fight that he wanted, and he's going to take both. Now this becomes dangerous. The Nightfall committed, but it's only going to connect onto one. Boo looking to try and fight this one, but he's run out of ammo at the last second. A very nice try, but ultimately the outcome is as expected.
Just a few bullets shy of a successful round.
A possibility. On the other side of things, we've immediately seen an ult to try and hold them in position, but already they're pushing back in before we've actually seen the plant. And now it has to be the fallback. Never mind, though. Life has been able to take one down. Instead, though, he's going to be caught. A worthwhile trade. Showstopper out. It should be a kill, and it will be. Miniboo trying to fight up close. That spike still yet to be planted, but plenty of time to play with. On Autumn, just again, it is something that FPX just cannot deal with.
Well, they came into that round 1 away from lockdown, 1 away from showstopper. Pick up an orb for the lockdown, and the overcommitment from Life. He gets the nade in. It does damage. It takes down Benji Fishy. Fantastic, but because he's detained, that gives Miniboo this kill, which gets him the ult, which is immediately activated, which gets another kill. And from this point forward, well, there's the point of no return. At least that's how it seemed to be.
Now, oh my God, he got 2! He's got 2 off the back of just wall banging, and he's almost got a 3rd! That's an insane start to the round from Boo.
There.
Mitchman's very excited.
I like this gun. Ever tell you that, Tom?
No,
I like this gun. It's a nice gun. It's a fun gun. And it's one that's given Heretics a real chance. Even up against pistols, you gotta be careful. That's one thing possible to throw away. We saw the 2 versus 4 from Heretics with Sheriffs. 2 versus 5. 1 versus 5 now with 7 HP. That is
Put it in
quite
the history
a difference. Yeah. Get ready. Autumn's name in lights. But I think this Supernova is going to be premature. It's going to fade to black. There you go. Boo with a triple kill. And a lot of that was down to those wall bangs. The big guns out to play. They're just covering the B aggression alongside the turret. It'll be a slower round from Heretics with 45 seconds left. The reveal does go through, but not outside of A. He's faking this. He's making it look like it's a B hit to keep those rotations dragged in the other direction. And it's Lysor that will have the pressure on him. He's conscious they could be here, but he hasn't used the paranoia just yet. Now they're close. Now the pressure's on, but he's caught the back turn. Paranoia out. It's caught him on the right. Miniboo can't see a damn thing. And shooting at the Tracers, not quite close enough. With Life stepping up to delete Boo. This one's looking done. The lead will stay in FPX's hands as they push up to 11.
Incredible work by Lysor. Like, he picked his moment. That was the thing. There was so is under serious pressure. They've got to give it up, but they've taken B in response.
They're fully in. 3 players in through the B choke point, completely abandoned by FPX.
Oh, no!
That's a sloppy fight if ever I've seen one. And Ultimate's here for FPX as well. They've got a Showstopper and Thrash to get back in. They're confident in playing the retake. Nightfall is available for Team Heretics, and it may well be used, and in fact it is used right now, clearing out Heaven. There's no one there. Now they start to realize where the push is coming from. All those steps are heard. Going to lead the way. It's going to take the point of contact. The seize is good. It keeps them in position. Showstopper used, but Miniboo makes up for the disaster earlier on with Benji up top, sneaking his way up close around that corner. Is a player and coming through the smoker. 2 more. He thins out the herd and leaves time so low that FPX are running for the hills, not even escaping the spike in some cases. Neck and neck. I'm getting sick of saying that, Tom.
The match, in fact, the series has gone this way. Still trying to fight for this early control of Rubble, and again, it's the same. So much utility being expended, Wook being caught by all of it. And he's going to try and get out of there. Instead, though, they try the same play. They try the same ruse, and it is not going anywhere near as well.
That's the spike down. And a flank underway, Killjoy turret down, so there's no way they even get that information. And it's double flank too. Life is here as well. There is no stopping the ball for FPX in this round. It got rolling, and it's trampled Heretics. They're going to keep it reactive. I like this. Aware that FPX would probably fall back, would probably give them the space if they use it. Instead, they take the space for free. And now there's a showstopper for the 5v2. It's fired in blind in case there's a snake in the grass, but it looks like an overtime is already locked in. A big play needed. Young's been fantastic in so many rounds. And a spam here, my goodness, it could do a lot. But Lysor, he's conscious of a player up close.
Yeah, would reveal his position.
That opening pick was fantastic for Miniboo. And like I said, just keeping that showstopper, holding their corners for the re-aggression and knowing that this squad was light.
12-12. FPX versus Heretics, always seemingly going the distance.
Grading at this point will be more than enough.
Where do you go? Where do you fight? How do you try and remove this deficit? Are you hoping for a little bit of luck? Well, there it is. Still took some damage in response. Autumn tagged a little bit lower. Has Lysor alongside him, but not for much longer. And with 15 HP, I think all the miracles are gone from this round. It will be Heretics to take that advantage. They now need one more to end this series and repeat history versus FPX. More passive, and that's mainly because, again, of that A-site hold. You've got the cross being held onto. Autumn's position has been revealed, and I think they're just going to have to smoke this off and maybe get him out of that corner. That would not be a safe place to stay.
Still running into a pretty heavy setup here on C. At least the orb is down for now. It's not going to last too much longer. Those sprays are good from Berlin. That's his 3rd already. Damage done that Autumn converts on. And they're not letting it go just yet. Another overtime required. 13 to 13. There is no split in the diff. It's out, but the trade 1-to-1. It's not fantastic for the defensive side. Less players to defend this map now, and FPX still have the ability to take this wherever they want. The door is open. It looks like the spike is still going to the A site. They're committing. I thought this could be a fake after initial contact, but instead they're going to run heavy into 3 players from Heretics, and it's Heretics coming ahead in all the fights. Berlin left alone, 1v3 with an op.
Yeah, with an AWP and no shields. Like, he's got 20 seconds. He needs a miracle. He needs a mistake. I don't even think he could pull this off unless Heretics do something silly. Benji, he's not going to repeat that. Absolutely no reason to. They could wait for him to try and grab the spike, try and plant, but they are not giving him anything. A shutdown and another chance for Heretics as they get themselves to match and series point again.
You can do a little more with Chamber when it comes to fighting than a Cypher, for example, but I suppose it depends if the name's Runner. This is huge. The spam, though, has been dodged by FPX. This previously led to 2 players dying. This time, next to nothing. In fact, no damage, right? Walking straight into the site and finding the opening. That's life down with a good opportunity to convert the plant as well. FPX can't really deny this. They have to fight for the retake.
Well, yeah, this could be it. Taking that little bit of extra damage, well, they definitely know now. He's revealed his position, but if anything, that could be worse for them. They're going to have to try and fight for this, try and get back in. Paranoia has been used elsewhere to try and reclaim the baby door. Lysor's going to get 1, but still the kill's going in favor of this attack side, looking to try and hold the line, and that's exactly what they're doing. Needs to be someone on this diffuser when it just isn't happening. It's left all onto Autumn. He's fought throughout this series, but I think the job is done. Time and time again, you'll see these teams fight against each other, and unfortunately, FPX fall exactly the same way.
Separated only by the overtimes. One hell of a fight put up by FPX, but
this Heretic squad, the youngsters led by Boo, that's someone who has brought a team of very inexperienced players to some crazy performances all the way throughout the year, and they're able to weather